Hello everyone, Lily the Tech Deck Harlot here. Welcome to my channel, and today is day 10 of the 31 Days of Tarot, hosted by Anthony Don. And the question is, what long-lost tarot deck would you like to reconnect with? And the way I interpreted it is, what deck do you have in your collection that you haven't used in a long time? So as I was going through all the decks that I have, and I actually couldn't decide between two of them. So the first one is the Robin Wood Tarot, and these are the backs. And I've had this deck since the early 90s. I think it was like the third deck I bought. And basically because at the time I didn't like the Rider-Waite-Smith, and I thought this deck was approachable. It's got, she has her own spin on it, and it's not as religious, Christian religion focused as the Rider-Waite. Although, if I'm honest, that wasn't really a concern at the time. I was just trying to find a deck that I liked. And this was, one that I liked. And, in those days, we have to remember that in those days we didn't have websites and videos that we can go, you could go and look at a deck. You basically made your way to a store, picked the deck, and hope for the best. And although in those days we had access, there were boards that you could go and look, and people would recommend the decks and describe them. So that's a nice. Here's the Hermit. Most of the cards in this deck I like, and let me see if I can. Here's the Magician. There are no deal breakers here so much. Here's the Death card. And one of my favorite decks. One of my favorite cards is the Devil, if I can find it. With the monkey trap. So that's one of the reasons why I like this deck, and I've put it out so that I can start using it again. And the other deck, and a lot of people actually, it ends up being a favorite of a lot of people, and this is the Mythic Tarot, and this is the first edition. And I still have the book somewhere, although it's pretty mangled. And it's another Rider-Waite clone, but it's got, I like, the art is pretty good. And it's too bad that at some point they decided to redo the art because, why? And, Wheel of Fortune, this is a good representation of it. Two of Swords. Now, I'd have to read the book again to see what all these stories mean, but, it's a clone of the Rider-Waite, so it's still usable. So, those are my decks, the two decks I'd like to reconnect with, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.